I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Putting more cops on the street is a step in the right direction for the city of Newburgh. Those words today from Senator Charles Schumer, who came to the city police headquarters today to announce that he'll push for two things: the hiring of 4 new police officers through a federally funded cops hiring program. But what's really needed, he says, is a change in the program's funding formula, so 20 additional officers can be hired in Newburgh. Senator says as it stands now, the program's funding formula discriminates against small cities like Newburgh because funding is based on the current size of the police force and not on the amount of crime.
The program makes no sense for a city like Newburgh. Small population, but high crime. This arbitrary limit unfairly restricts small cities like Newburgh that have small police forces and high crime. If Newburgh can only apply for funding to hire more police officers based on its current strength, how is it going to be able to hire the force it truly needs to turn crime around, given the fact it's a small city without a large tax base that needs this kind of funding badly?
With so many things happening, we've got young people, we've got gangs, we've got all kinds of things here that we need to work on. And police officers walking the beat, getting to know the neighborhoods, getting to know what's going on, know who's supposed to be there and who's not supposed to be there, is an answer to turning some things around. So
Schumer says the program currently has a hard cap that only allows a city like Newburgh to apply for funding to hire the equivalent of 5% of its police force, which in Newburgh's case is approximately 4 officers. The Newburgh police force has declined from 125 officers in 2000 to under 80 members today, despite a crime rate that is among the highest in the nation. The man arrested for robbing the community bank in Shandaken back in February has pleaded guilty to a second-degree robbery charge. 54-year-old Nicholas Liakis walked into the bank, threatened the employees with what appeared to be a handgun, handed a teller a note demanding a lot of cash, and ran out with more than $16,000. Liakis was arrested shortly after the robbery, and the money and BB gun were recovered. Liakis is expected to be sentenced to 16 years to life in prison because of his prior criminal history that includes 10 prior felony convictions. A woman from Cuddebackville is facing felony charges for allegedly setting a fire in the home of a relative, a blaze that ripped through the residence and killed the family cat. 37-year-old Danielle Brown was arrested on charges of second-degree arson and first-degree reckless endangerment following an investigation into the June 17th house fire at number 6 Schaefer Lane in the town of Forestburgh. Investigators from the Sullivan County Bureau of Fire and Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies determined that Brown, who was staying with relatives at the residence, set fire to a mattress in an upstairs bedroom. The fire spread and the entire house was gutted. Following an appearance in Town of Forestburgh court Monday night, Brown was ordered held in Sullivan County Jail on $40,000 bail. A car pedestrian accident late yesterday afternoon claimed the life of a woman on Route 209 in the town of Mamakating near the Kohl's warehouse. State police say 78-year-old Donna Manning was doing yard work near her Mamakating home when she was struck by a car while attempting to cross the road. Manning was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver stopped immediately and told police he didn't see her crossing the road. He has not been charged. Investigators say speed was not a factor. 2 environmental groups want the state to provide information about rail shipments of crude oil that are routinely made through the Hudson Valley region. The groups, Hudson Riverkeeper and Earth Justice, have filed a request seeking records submitted to the state by the CSX freight line concerning their crude oil shipments. CSX transports oil to the Port of Albany along the Hudson River. The company wants the state to keep their shipping contents and schedules private. Oil trains have been under increasing scrutiny in the wake of a series of derailments in the state. Failing to buckle up led to even more trouble with the law for a man who was reportedly carrying a load of marijuana in his pickup truck. State police say when they pulled the driver of the pickup truck over for a seatbelt violation on Route 17 in the town of Wallkill, they discovered Keith Youngblood of Diamond, Missouri had 10 pounds of pot in his vehicle along with a loaded shotgun. Youngblood was sent to Orange County Jail after being arraigned on charges of felony marijuana possession, possession of a loaded firearm inside a vehicle, and driving while ability impaired by drugs. And it's not something you see every day, navigating the waters of the Hudson River. Late Monday, a World War II warship was making quite a splash as it headed up along our stretch of the Hudson on its way to Albany. The destroyer escort USS Slater is the last of its kind to float in the U.S., and it serves as a floating museum from April through November. The warship was heading to its home base in Albany after undergoing $1.2 million worth of repairs on Staten Island. Some unsettled weather has moved into the area, bringing with it the continued threat of late-day showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. Tomorrow will be partly sunny and muggy, with temperatures up around 90 degrees with a shower or thunderstorm likely to pop up. Thursday's weather will feature partial sunshine and late-day rain, with the highs in the upper 80s. Well, keep up with what's happening by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. And breaking news, as always, just a click away right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.